What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the match review, match reaction and match analysis of the game between Manchester City and Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final first leg game at the Etihad Stadium, which City have won by 1-0. Before I crack on with this video though, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Once more, aiming for 100 likes. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by kitbag.com. This video is brought to you by kitbag.com, who are offering you a Fanatics experience. You can buy all the latest Manchester City shirts, shorts, socks and much more when it comes to City memorabilia. You can buy all the latest kits for this season. You can also find previous season's kits as well as the new releases of City shirts for next season when they are released. You will get a fantastic deal with lots of affordable prices and discount codes available to ensure you get the best deal. You will also find access to other teams' memorabilia too, including those based in the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, other kits from teams around the world, international kits, as well as options for men, women and children. What are you waiting for? All links and details are in the description. And yes, I did get my 1956 Manchester City FA Cup winners retro jersey from here. Thank you very much to kitbag.com for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out all of their website and everything, then they just go and click the link in my description. Let's crack on though with this match reaction. So we're going to start off first by having a look at the teams and really trying to digest what was going through the minds of Pep Guardiola and Diego Simeone. So we'll start with City first. No surprise that we go with Ederson in goal. And actually, the back four, I predicted that back four in my preview. We spoke about it, and what we'd performed doesn't surprise me, going with what could be a flat back three. Stones on the right hand side, Ake on the left hand side and Laporte going through the middle gives more freedom to Joao Cancelo to either cut into the centre or try and be creative out wide. Did it work? Well, it did keep Atletico at bay, so it worked from that point of view, and I would be very tempted next week to be going with the same defensive line. We do have Kyle Walker back, which is a real asset for us, so we're at a point where somebody who deserves to be in the starting 11 misses out, unless Kyle Walker misses out. But with the pace that Griezmann and Felix have got, to me, Kyle Walker has to start in Madrid next week. So the big question is, who misses out? Now, naturally, you'd look at the starting 11, you'd say to yourself, Nathan Ake. Now, I'll tell you right now, he got my JSGC man of the match yesterday. He was winning everything in the air. He was a rock at the back. He was brilliant. Over the last couple of games, Nathan Ake has really grown into his role so well. And you can see why Manchester City spent over £40 million to go and sign Nathan Ake to bring him in. You can see why Bournemouth fans rated Nathan Ake as one of their best ever players that they've ever seen in a Bournemouth shirt, because he is a brilliant player. And I'm confident Ake, should there be an injury to a City centre-back for any length of period of time, and Ake was to be given game time, he'd make that role his own, because he is a brilliant football player. He's competing top high-end quality football team. But what's really impressive about Ake is he doesn't get regular minutes like other players. He just gets called upon when he's needed, and it's difficult because you don't really get any momentum. Yet he was able to, you need to start the next 2 games after not starting for the last month or two, or and he just steps up to the plate. He does the job, no complaints, and he puts in solid performance after performance after performance. He looked confident, he looked good, and he didn't look out of place at all yesterday. I thought Nathan Ake was brilliant. And so it's going to be a very difficult team selection next week for Pep Guardiola. I think what may help him make a decision next week is player fatigue. We've got a very high intense game coming up against Liverpool. Any of our defenders start showing any sign of fatigue, they will get rested for that Atletico game next Wednesday. Now, you'd be thinking to yourself, don't be doing that. You don't want one of your best players at the back not starting, but I think that's sensible because we've got good options and we've got an extra number, which is, it's actually a nice headache to have. Now, creativity in the Manchester City team yesterday. Certainly with our starting 11, I'm not so sure. Went with Rodri, Bernardo, Gundogan and De Bruyne. Worked wonders last season in the Champions League. When you're going up against a team that at one point in the first half literally had 11 men in the penalty area defending, you need to be a little bit smarter when trying to create. Now, it did the job for Manchester City. We kept a clean sheet. We limited Atletico to literally nothing. So it did work from that end. But in terms of a creative point of view, City definitely weren't at their creative best. De Bruyne got the goal for Manchester City, which is brilliant. I didn't think Kevin De Bruyne had the best game he's ever had in a Manchester City shirt yet. I think he came away with the man of the match performance, and he gets that for getting the goal, which could be a very important goal in Manchester City's season in the Champions League. So I'm not going to argue against it, but I certainly, from a creative point of view, didn't think that Bernardo and De Bruyne and Gundogan, I didn't think it linked up too well. It was working it out wide. They were putting crosses into the box. That Atletico team aren't going to be beaten by crosses into the box. They're going to be beaten by trying to get in and behind. You need to be smart to be able to get around them, and City do have it, yet we didn't really see it in the first half. We didn't really see it until we made the substitutes. Now, Mahrez, Sterling, they started out wide for Manchester City, and I thought we looked a lot fresher, like I said, when we did make them subs, when Foden came on, when Jack Grealish came on, when Gabriel Jesus came on. Grealish was causing problems. He was the most fouled player. He only played 22 minutes in the game. He was the most fouled player by a country mile in that game. Phil Foden got the assist. He had the high energy that was needed in the middle, and so I am wondering, is Phil Foden the man to look towards in the middle? Everyone keeps saying sign a central midfielder. Well, maybe City could look towards the wings and use Foden in the middle, because he has the energy, he has the legs, it just never stops working. And he's very good with his feet. He's good at passing. He's good finishing with the ball. He has an eye for an assist. He has an eye for goal. He's a very good player. And I think that's something certainly we could have a look at, because we always seem to use him on the left-hand side. He can go through the centre. He can go on the right as well. And I think that could be something that could be really useful for us in our games coming up against Liverpool as well, because it won't be the first time that we've seen Phil Foden start for City. He goes on the right and terrorises Liverpool. So that's definitely something that we could look towards. And I saw glimpses of that in the few moments that we did see against Atletico Madrid. To me, though, Foden's got to start. He's got to start against Liverpool. He's got to start next week against Atletico Madrid. Of course, if he doesn't pick up any injuries, which I'm certainly hoping not. Now, in terms of an overall performance from Manchester City, defensively, very good. They limited Atletico to no shots. No shots at all. Less than 30% possession. Atletico, they're good with the ball at their feet. They're good at working the ball around. Manchester City, we played a very high line, actually did a very good job at limiting Atletico's counter-attack as well. And I'm confident that we could go with the same 11, really, to Madrid, and I'm confident it'd do the job. Now, what City need to be looking towards, and where my concern was from this game, was the creativity. We got 15 shots, which isn't bad, considering how defensive and deep they were sitting. Was just 2 shots on target. Now, if I needed to be a little bit critical, I thought Jan Oblak probably should have saved De Bruyne's shot. There was a narrow angle there. There was only one place De Bruyne could go, and Jan Oblak just couldn't get enough onto his leg to try and make the save. Now, he seemed to have made a save or been in the right place at the right time at every other moment. I won't speak about Oblak's distribution. I thought it was pretty poor yesterday, and I thought Atletico, in terms of their possession, was pretty sloppy. But in the grand scheme of things, 2 shots on target for City. I'm very happy we've come away with a goal. I felt like there was a second or a third there for Manchester City if we were really on it, and that's what we need to do in Madrid. What I do think is we do need a goal in Madrid. We're in a good position, but we need to now expand on that. We need to go to Madrid and really take the game to them, because I think Atletico, probably for the first half, are going to have pretty similar tactics to what they did in the second half at the Etihad, which is cheat, which is to go down at every opportunity, surround the referee, annoy the Manchester City players, try and force some mistakes from Manchester City. That's what they were looking for. City to lose their heads, make a mistake, one lapse in judgment, bam, they're on you. That's what they'll be looking for in Madrid. So as long as City don't do anything stupid, don't buy into them games, then I think we'll be absolutely fine in Madrid on Wednesday. I think the problem we've got is there's a massive Premier League game against Liverpool, and that's going to take a lot of energy out of us. Now, the best preparation for that match in Madrid is to go and win against Liverpool. A win against Liverpool puts clear daylight between us and them for the Premier League, gives us a bit of a leeway. It does mean that for the Champions League semi-final, if we make it there, we could afford to, for one game, rotate. Which is big. That's what's riding on this weekend. We want things to be in our own hands. We need to be more creative. We need to be more clinical against Liverpool. The good thing is Liverpool will be more open than what Atletico were. Atletico defensively were very, very good, very well organised. They were like a complete Burnley side if they had amazing players. The problem is, though, offensively, they need to go out there and score goals, and I don't think Atletico, it's not in them. I don't think they'll open up in Madrid. I think they'll just be hoping to hit and hurt Manchester City at some point. So if City can get the first goal in Madrid, I think that might well be enough next Wednesday. But our focus, it has to be one game at a time, has to be on Liverpool. And to me, Foden must start in that game. Kyle Walker must start in that game. And I could argue a case, I think Nathan Ake should start in that game. But the question is, who misses out? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, there we go. That's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. They're my thoughts, so do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Aiming for 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming now for 25,000 subscribers, less than 300 subs away from 23,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Go and check out today's video sponsor, kitbag.com, details there in the description. Go and get yourself all the latest Manchester City shirts and merchandise and all your good Manchester City needs, and I'll see you all again very soon for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.